All right, you guys, welcome back in. Where my peeps at? I know there's no sound, sweetie. I did that on purpose, but thank you. I appreciate you. Welcome in, you guys. All right, so today is July the 7th. It's the 7-7 portal today. This is technically my collective reading. I know it's pretty late, so we'll go through the transits and what happened today. We're going to go over the moon cycle, the new transit that stepped in today, and we're going to do this collective spread. All right. Right now I'm at planetary hour of, it looks like the sun, and the sun is still in Cancer. The sun is currently right now 16 degrees, 3 minutes. The moon is at 12 degrees and 25 minutes. All right, so we're going to look at the 13th degree of Sag. A widow's past brought to light. It says dealing with unresolved issues. The past can never be forgotten until we have dealt with what we need to deal with fully and finally facing up to our past imperfections. It says here, notwithstanding the uplifting joy that a new dawn is coming, the past has still to be dealt with. Karma cannot be sidestepped. Awakening people experience an acceleration of life's speed of change. We deal with what comes up and thus attract more and more such challenges at a faster and faster pace. Also, we associate with others doing the same thing, and this adds energy to the spin. This terribly painful and inconvenient life issue can come and go and leave us untroubled by grief, regret, and nostalgia. All right, so we do know that we're in Mercury retrograde phase, where it's pre-retrograde phase. And Uranus has just stepped into Gemini at the 1st degree. So that's going to be my main focus here, being that the moon stepped into Sag and had an opposition to Uranus and Gemini. If it hasn't already, we're kind of still in the vicinity of it. All right, so a glass bottom, the boat in still water is the Sabian symbol, speaking about discovering new dimensions. The unconscious mind holds as many secrets as the ocean depths, which can be revealed to one who inquires, uncovering a new dimension of life. There exist vast oceans of reality of which we remain almost entirely unconscious and yet can sometimes glimpse with peripheral or dimmed vision. To the curious, this first foggy awareness triggers excitement and wonder, and even a hint that we could get closer if we surrendered the safety of our secure little egos. All right, so this speaks about curiosity. Inquisitiveness keeps us prepared for the unannounced calls of fate. All right, so discovering new dimensions, you guys. Might feel a little different here with Uranus stepping into Gemini. We haven't had this transit in a very long time. Very, very long time. All right. In transit today for the 7th, it looks like we had a Venus quintiled over to the North Node in Pisces. Venus is now in Gemini. All right, so we have Venus trying over to Pluto, which are both air signs. We had the Mars Virgo sesquiquadrate over to Chiron and Aries. We have the moon in Sag all day with a sextile to Pluto in Aquarius. All right, a quincunx over to Jupiter in the sign of Cancer. Biquintile to the sun in Cancer. A trine over to Mercury that is now in the sign of Leo. And we have a square over to Mars in Virgo and a sesquiquadrate to Chiron Aries. All right. I want to take a look at Cancer's energy really quickly and where the sun is shining at the 17th degree. I'm going to read that Sabian symbol so we can kind of get all this energy going, and I'm going to pull some cards. I chose to use Radiant Rider-Waite today, Light Seers Tarot, and the Easter Oracle as well. All right, it looks like the germ grows into knowledge and life is the Sabian symbol at the 17th degree of Cancer. Speaks about one's growth. It says everything living tends to grow. It is an unassailable motivation for us to expand our situations and influence, building upon potential. As a seed breaks open to germinate, so a seeker breaks open the shell of ego. Each reaches towards the light, one physical, the other metamorphical, yet both in obedience to the universal imperative in life is to grow. Although the seeker has meditated upon self-surrender into unity, they still have an equal and opposite, which to proclaim the uniqueness of self and project individuality forward. Welcome in, Sif. Who's here? Queen of Wands, Javen, Gus. Thank you guys for being here. All right, I'm going to get started, you guys. I think we all get the point here. All right. There's a lot of growth happening here. We're opening up to new dimensions. All right. And with the moon being in Sag, it's speaking again about dealing with unresolved issues. All right. So let's see what comes out. As I'm splitting the deck, reflection period, confession, prayer, and repentance. If you have been doing this, leading up to the 7-7 portal, it looks like fantastic results, greatness, great moments with the energy of terrific. All right. Reflection period. Could have taken a couple days here. All right. Let's see what's going on. said, been feeling a lot of old things coming up to the surface to heal or to let go of. Has that been the energy overall? That's good. Let's see what's going on. He said, oh no, tarot cards. What's the problem with tarot cards, my love? Gus is trying to guess what we're doing in here. Welcome in, you guys. All right, so I have follow popping out with gossip. All right, so this energy, it says following instructions, instigation, and or faith in connection to some sort of rumor, speculation, or slander. All right, so there could be something being investigated here, it feels like, with some sort of slander that's been happening, whether this is rumors or someone not knowing really what's going on. This could be an unresolved issue that this is all speaking about. There's a lot of jealousy. It says possessiveness, competitiveness, dependence, and paranoia. Are you afraid that somebody's talking shit behind your back? Because that's what it feels like. Queen of Wands says, I am a Sag. I would imagine that you are if you're a Queen of Wands, my love. All right, and there's a lot of healing going on as well. Others could be in the energy of their comfort, trying to repair their energy or whatever it is that's happening with all this gossip going around. At the bottom of the deck, it could be with the father figure. All right, let's not take that literal. It could just be with an energy and where someone is meant to teach you a lesson. All right, or there could be a lot of sense of protection around you at this time. Let's see what's going on. J-Rod, I don't do personal readings, my love. Sorry. Got a headache. Follow. Who's following instructions? Who's doing the instigation? Who has faith? Looks like Jupiter, Gemini energy. Something was supposed to either keep somebody trapped in their mind, all right, to overthink a situation or to feel stuck. That could have been like a repeated pattern. I got the Two of Pentacles coming out here. I'm seeing 8 and 2. For some reason, Spirit's telling me the opposition of the 2nd and the 8th houses here, which we already know is Taurus and Scorpio energy. It could be something in connection to money, although I have air sign here with earth sign. Doesn't typically work together, all right? Something has to be reciprocated, all right? Strength. There could be a lot of holding back at this time as well. Going back and forth about whatever this problem is and where the reciprocation is. Could be involving money. It could be something that involves a gift, all right? Or just overall energy. Let's just see. I don't think there's much being said about it. But I do see others still moving forward here. I'm seeing the Hermit and the Three of Wands. I don't feel like there's anything stopping this person in the direction that they're supposed to be going. All right. Let's see what's going on with the energy of the gossip. Thank you, Tiff. All right, let's see what's going on here. Kara, welcome in. The rumors, it must be creating some sort of frustration. I got the Knight of Swords coming out, so there could be a lot of talk about something. Again, it's giving gossip. All right, the slander, the speculation. So there could have been this investigation going on. Someone instigating, all right, whether someone was actually trapped up in their mind, if they felt stuck, if they were going to continue with whatever kind of gift they were, all right, having enough strength to do so. And it looks like if you had some time to reflect here with the Hermit, it looks like you're continuing to progress with the Three of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Four of Wands. There could be a lot of discussion about a home, a community, whether this is going to be someone that you're going to be committed to. It can be many different things about this energy of gossip going around. Somebody's in their jealousy energy. And it feels like the World card to the Fool card. There was a chapter that closed out where you were supposed to have a brand new beginning or to go down a different path. It looks like things worked out successfully with the Chariot. All right, let's look at this competitiveness, dependence, paranoia, possessiveness, all this jealousy going on. I'm feeling like the Seven of Cups with the Five of Cups comes out. All right, so this could be someone here that is grieving. All right, not only grieving, but has a sense of heavy emotional energy surrounding them at this time. All right. So I'm pretty sure we just spoke about this. It says here in the 13th degree of Sag, it says, then terribly painful and inconvenient life issues can come with and go that leaves us uncontrolled. Hold on a second. It says, then terribly painful and inconvenient life issues can come and go and leave us untroubled by grief, regret, and nostalgia. That's kind of what this is. So it could have been through separations that happen. All right. There was a major shift that was closing out there. All right, coming out of the moon in Scorpio from Friday into Sunday after, or evening, should I say. The moon in Scorpio at its fall could have been a transformative type of energy. Okay. I do see apologies coming through here, specifically with fire signs, masculine, Aries, Leo, and or Sagittarius. I feel like Spirit is wanting to stand your ground against this person because you are in this healing energy and are in this connection to comfort. If someone has been trying to come through, I feel like you're going to be in a different type of energy here. I don't understand how it's going from the King of Wands to the King of Swords, but it's jumping over to a more energy of remaining focused on something. All right, with this King of Swords energy. I don't feel like you're really open. Could be heavily concentrated on work, on healing, on overcoming whatever the gossip was all about. Okay. Who's here? Hey, Brenda. Welcome in, sweetie. Yeah, I feel like you're moving forward independently. You may not need nobody, all right, to be in your energy overall right now. That's a Venus and Virgo energy. You could be heavily focusing on work. That moon in Scorpio may have left someone feeling rejected, especially in connection to a soulmate. What the plans were, maybe feeling a bit betrayed, but whatever slowed down the process only manifested something new, and that had a lot to do with leading you into where you're going to focus on your healing. All right, we're going to clear this specific spread. The energies I have out here, heavy on the mutable. So I have Gemini, Virgo. I'm seeing Scorpio, Cancer. Uranus's energy is here, which again has today ingressed into the sign of Gemini, heavy mutable. I see Saturn's energy as well. Leo, Virgo. A lot of mutable energy. So remain adaptable to whatever's changing right now. That's what that means. All right, you guys. Let me do one more spread. Heavy on Saturn coming up as well. We're about to hit a retrograde phase on the 13th, I believe. Today's the 7th. We already have Neptune in retrograde, which ingressed with Venus into Gemini on the 4th. Neptune also went retrograde in the sign of Aries. All right, we will see Neptune and Saturn re-enter the sign of Pisces. So we're going to be in heavy mutable energy by September. That's what we're looking at. This reflection card keeps wanting to come out. Reflecting on family issues could be of significance here. So overall, anything that happens to be in connection to your origins, your home environment, a mother figure. All right, you could be moving home or changing locations. Something about it. Your environment just overall changing. Yeah, I think things are being examined with your family at this time. All right, so anything having to do with your roots, feeling together with those that are closest to you. All right, others that are not on that path are going to be declining and moving away. There's a sunset, meaning something is ending because of some sort of chaos. That's what's coming through. Something may have felt instability, all right, unpredictability, some sort of corruption in your energy that you don't want to deal with. All right, others are going to be focusing on promises, meaning that you have an emotional bond with somebody here. It could be that you feel that you're under contract with something, or it could feel that you've made an oath with your person, meaning that you have made some sort of promise, okay? Let's see. Under the other card, under promise, others are running away. It looks like either chasing, choosing to escape, or seeking something else. Somebody should be seeking soulmate connection. That's the main thing. And I feel like that's why examination right now with family is of significance. If you're not balanced within your feminine and masculine energies, it's probably not going to work out. It's going to end up declining because of some sort of corruption or instability. It feels like there's no foundation there. All right, I'm feeling heavy on the root chakra. Let's see. Yeah, heavy on the root chakra. Earth energy. All right, so again, I'm seeing lots of twos. You could be seeing 222 on the clock. And if somebody wants to repeat a pattern or try to stabilize a specific situation, they're going to have to come in with an apology. That's what I feel. All right, this person could be watching, could be looking. All right, wanting to speak, send out a message. It could definitely be an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, and or a Capricorn. And I feel like this person feels if they do so, they will have some sort of victory. Would that be right? All right, could be a feminine energy, could be a mother figure. I'm getting heavy on a Cancer or here in Cancer season. I feel like it's going to be a mother figure for sure. All right, if it has anything to do with business or anything to do with family and or money, I'm seeing the Queen and the King of Pentacles. There's something here that needs to stabilize. Children could also be involved with the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords. So there's a lot of things about family here, things being in the public eye. That's what the gossip is all about. All right. So if you were following your specific path here, and it looks like there's been a lot of gossip about what's been going on with you, people being jealous and or in the energy of your healing, it could have been connected to those that are connected to a father figure. All right, so whoever's on the father figure end of whoever's family, that's what this looks like is coming through. All right, let's look at this exam. What's the exam all about? Brenda, thank you for your floating heart. She said, you on point, girl. Thank you very much. So let's see who's being examined in connection to their family right now. I feel like it's more of a feminine energy. It's coming out as the Page of Pentacles. So there could be where if you are guided to look into some sort of information, all right, this could be anything. This could be a new home. It could be a new job. It could be someone buying a car. Anything that is in Pentacles is something tangible. Overall, it does mean family. All right, I see lots of children out here as well. I see Page of Cups, Page of Swords. Now the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck has a whole lot to do with healing. All right, so someone could be feeling really immature, coming through with an apology, trying to send out that message, don't know what to say. Because it is family, it's a little bit more sentimental, a little bit more compassion is needed there. All right, with the Moon card and the Queen of Cups. So again, it feels more so in connection to it like a mother figure energy. All right, let's see. What else do I need to see with this Page of Pentacles? The Eight of Pentacles, it could definitely be about work. Okay, Eight of Pentacles means that you are perfecting something. You are choosing to continue to invest in mastering a skill and mastering your position here is of you being of service to someone or something. All right, let's see. Nine of Cups. It looks like you kind of get what you want there. That looks like a wish fulfillment overall. Yeah, justice. Things comes back into balance. You feel things are fair. All right. It's because you choose not to give up. The Nine of Wands is asking you to be a little bit more optimistic about it. Not give up. Continue to fight. All right, this is the boundary card. Sorry about that, guys. So there seems to be like a boundary here. I'm starting to see a lot of nines. All right, so there could be chapters that are completely about to close out here. I'm seeing water energy and fire energy. All right, so this could be emotionally and or physically. You feel drained about something or something you don't want to deal with any longer. If it is something that has to come into balance, if you're not gaining clarity about it, I feel like it's going to be sunset, dying out. All right, it normally ends with chaos. That's what I feel. It will be some sort of instability here. All right, if you're having a victory, you're going to feel like that Six of Wands. You're feeling like you're having a win. You're exactly where you need to be, where things at least feel somewhat balanced. All right. It's coming back out with the Eight of Swords, which was the first card. So those that still feel entrapped, I feel it's because you're moving a little bit too quickly. You're not allowing your mind to kind of understand what is the lesson here, should I say. And it's because you're still fighting something that was meant to close out. All right. Yeah. Trying to hold on, trying to remain in control, trying to be courageous, trying to be brave. If it isn't for you, try not to hold on to it. All right. But if you are being very brave and something that was closed out, it looks like you're celebrating on the other side of that. All right. It's going to be hard to let go of something that feels an emotional bond, especially if it's with a mother figure. That's what I'm feeling here. This would have been like someone that you know you could be loyal to. You feel bonded to this person. This person could have made you a promise. And again, if you're looking at this Queen and King of Pentacles, maybe it had something to do with money or stability or foundation, and you didn't feel like you belonged there. It could have felt like someone was juggling you. All right. So if you're looking into something and it looks like work, Page of Pentacles is where you're mostly investing your time here. All right, so that you can master something or something else works out in your favor rather than what you choose to go after, which could have been a wish fulfillment, but it just didn't work out that way. All right, take it as it resonates. It's not going to be for everybody, but this here shows me someone here on whatever end you're on is going to have a victory. All right, let's see what's going on. I want to pull more on this Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles energy here. So yeah, I feel like things come back into balance, justice again. All right. Five of Cups, all of the grievance, all of the sorrow, all of the pain that you could have gone through emotionally. It kind of feels like if it's balancing out foundational wise, or if it could be career, or if it could be just situations with money, something comes into balance where it kind of works out and you're able to step out of this energy. There's a heavy Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here as well. I'm seeing the Queen of Cups, King of Cups at this time. So I see couples coming out. These typically aren't Emperor, Empress energy, or High Priestess, High Priest energy, or should I say the Hierophant. But it looks like emotionally and or in your practical life, things start balancing out is what I see. All right, you're no longer in this deep emotional feeling regret or grief. All right, or at least trying to work through it, should I say. There's a specific chapter that's meant to close out. It's not for you to stay stuck in that position. All right. Yeah, it's giving Emperor energy now. Let's see. Let's pull on this Emperor. What was that on the bottom of the deck? The Fool card. All right, so it looks like the Emperors are being called to go in a different direction. Whether things are a massive change, it looks like this person was meant to learn a lesson or was to teach someone a lesson with this Father card here. All right. There could be something happening with the father figure that they need to repair, they need to heal, again, when it has anything to do with some sort of grievance. So I feel like masculines at this point, let's just take this as a general message. You guys are being called out. Okay. It looks like things that actually work out for the better. How do you go from the 5 of Cups to the 10? That means you're emotionally balanced, you're happy. All right, well, what the situation looks like right now. I see the Queen of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and the Devil. Whoever the fuck this bitch is, let me just be clear. This is someone that's narcissistic. All right. You have to put too much energy into this person, into this. This is jealousy. This is the energy of someone being in their ego. This is someone that can't shut the fuck up. All right. The Queen of Swords is a very bitchy person. All right. It looks like obviously somebody's going to end up putting up a boundary here. All right, or that masculine energy was meant to put up a boundary with someone that could have been toxic, could have been karmic, could have just only been about sex. That's typically what the devil's all about. All right, having some sort of negative attachment to that person. Let's see. Do I do personal readings? I do not see them. All right, so 3 of Pentacles here. The focus looks like it is on collaboration. It could be work, it could be career. All right, focusing more so on heading in that direction and doing so very quickly, closing out a chapter here. All right, so 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords to the Death card. It looks like whoever you were collaborating in the past with, that situation's over. Okay? I'm seeing heavy Capricorn, Scorpio, Aries. This is all heavy masculine energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be your sign. We're speaking about the first house, all about self. Scorpio's energy speaking all about transformation, and Capricorn energy being all about your destiny lining up with what you're supposed to be doing long term for your career. All right? Judgment is happening. So situations that are closing out, it's karmically meant to happen that way so that you can reconcile and or get back on path because judgment has been made. So that way people can start moving forward in the energy of independence, freedom, and pretty much reaping their own karma. All right. Tower moment. Big deal. All right. And brand new beginnings coming right after. So the tower moments that happen is to bring change. And it doesn't necessarily always mean negative change, but it is change that is necessary for one to be back on their destined path. All right, so let's move on from this. Oh, I feel hot. I haven't read you guys in what, 2-3 days already, and I feel like my mind's got to get going again. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna switch decks real quick. Let's get out of this energy here. Let's get into light seers. I'm hearing restrictions. Okay, so heavy Saturn, all right, is about to go into review again on the 13th. Neptune now being in retrograde has a lot to do with what is an illusion, what is the reality, what is the reality, all right? How are you going to get your imagination going to get creative, starting things that could be bringing fresh energies in, okay? Let's see what's going on. The Wheel of Fortune is coming out of this deck here. Feels like a different energy. It feels like once something has transformed and you're right on the right path. Let's see where this is leading us here. What is the challenge with this Wheel of Fortune? 7 of Swords. You got people working in the background, deceptive, wanting to take you off your path. It could be something that you are strategizing to do, but it may not be working in your favor at this time. 8 of Wands. Something accelerates on a better path here, and it comes in a lot faster than what you're trying to work on. It's meant to put you in alignment with your destiny. This is the same reason something else is closing out. All right, closing out a chapter back into Hierophant energy so that you align here with ascending, not descending. All right. Let's see what else. I have a moon in Aquarius energy here, a Mercury and Sag energy here for those that utilize transits. All right, so see if it resonates with you or not. All fixed signs are being called out. I see Gemini energy in the past, a lot of love, a lot of lust. Decisions could have been made there. 10 of Cups, I see someone being emotionally happy. All right, content with where they are, feeling emotionally balanced. That is a Mars and Pisces energy for those that are choosing to escape the living life. All right. In the near future, it looks like you're starting to birth something else that's new, coming out as the Empress. I feel like if there was something that changed in your life and someone tried to work with you and be deceptive, it only worked out in your favor. 8 of Wands, meaning something else accelerated for you. Okay, meaning that if there was a decision that was made in the past, it only landed you to be a little bit more happy or emotionally balanced where you are, so that you could have a brand new beginning as the Empress. All right, creating something new. If you went through difficulty with resources, it looks like you were provided and or gifted with what you were, needing at the time, from the 5 to the 6 of Pentacles. All right, so there was some sort of reciprocity there, or that is on its way in. I'm seeing the Hangman, gaining perspective about certain situations. A Pisces could be of significance. Heavily focused on coming out of the subconscious into the conscious mind. I'm seeing the Hangman, Pisces energy into the Knight of Swords, heavy on the communication and or having to focus on your intellectual side. I just heard like complete understanding of a situation. Knight of Pentacles, why something was closed down, why that was a challenge for you, why something was delayed for you. And it creates more conflict in the near future if you don't do anything about it. Okay, 5 of Wands. By the way, Leo season's coming up. When is it? July the 22nd. This is first decan of Leo season. I explained this to everybody. Get ready for new challenges. That was in my reading on Friday. What are the new challenges that are going to be looking like? I see a lot of messengers out here. Another closing of a chapter. So if you didn't get to close it the first time, and if it's because people are deceptively moving against you behind your back, something else is going to happen where it's going to create another ending for you to get onto the brand new path. Anybody that tries to stand in your way, it's not going to stop the thing. It's only going to accelerate it to move faster. Okay. Crazy. 3 of Swords, it looks like another breakup. Another ending. Another separation. Another loss. So drama, another separation, another closing of a chapter, and another heartbreak. If it hasn't happened already, it's only been delayed. You understand? Let's see. Why is it being delayed right now? What's in the way of it being delayed? Taurus energy is here, the Hierophant. The King of Pentacles. Heavy on the Taurus energy. Why? Closing that chapter out with a Taurus. Check your Taurus placements. I don't know what this is meaning here. All right, but I'm seeing heavy Scorpio and Taurus in opposition. Again, this has to do with your resources opposing your spouse's resources. This could be debt opposing you gaining resources, okay? Something about that. With the King of Pentacles coming in, it looks like you need to focus on stability at this time. Two of Pentacles, there needs balance there with resources. Exactly what I'm saying. I'm seeing opposites, okay? So if it's the second house opposing the 8th, it's either your resources opposed to someone else's. All right, your possessions opposing someone else's possessions. Something about it. All right, so let's see. I'm seeing 7 of Pentacles. Get ready to start investing. Someone else could be moving. 6 of Swords, relocating. All right, traveling could be of significance. Be careful with Mercury being in retrograde at this current time with transactions having to do with online purchases and things like that. Anything with vehicles, traveling, if you're going and going on vacations and things like that. Be careful that there's no, prepare yourself for boundaries, all right? Having certain boundaries up. I'm seeing the 9 of Cups as well with the Strength card here. For those that are courageous enough, you're going to get what you want. I feel like you have to push through this specific portal here because you're already fully invested in something. All right, 6 of Cups, there's still a lot of nostalgic memories about someone, a lover from the past. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, masculine specifically. All right, let's see. 8 of Swords is coming out again. Page of Cups. Whoever this person is really trapped up in their mind. They're really obsessed. They can't get over it. I don't know who this is coming out in this reading, but it's a little bit, it's a heavy emotional attachment where this person feels like if it's not within your heart space that you're connected to this person, or they're trying to be connected to you, it's through the mental. All right, so it could be like a telepathic type of connection, or your heart is beating for this person or their heart is beating for you. They don't want to let it go. It feels more like mental. All right, like someone's pulling strings on your mental state. That's what I keep seeing here. All right, Four of Pentacles. They do not want to let you go. They want to hold you close to their heart. That's what I feel. All right, yeah. This is exactly what I feel. All right, let's see. Who is this person and why are they being called out? It could be a Taurus or a Scorpio. That's what keeps coming through for me. So check your placements. All right. Scorpio's energy is a very deep, emotional, transformative type of energy. All right. Could be a bit obsessive, jealous, envious of others. Doesn't necessarily mean that that's a sign I'm calling out. It's the energy. If you're not fully ascended in Taurus's energy, meaning that you have self-love, self-esteem, confidence, your money's feeling right, all right? You feel like you're on an ascending path. You're going to feel like you're on the other side of that, going through a major transformation. And this could have you stuck in your head about somebody. Four Swords. Take a minute to rest. Take this time as a vacation. Try to utilize the energy to heal, okay? That's what I feel that is. I feel like a lot of rejuvenation is needed. A lot of balance. I'm seeing Temperance in the Five of Swords. Get out your damn head. That's what Spirit is saying. Get out your head. Contessa, welcome in, sweetie. Grandma's Treasure, welcome in, baby. Six of Pentacles. There's balance that's needed overall. All right. If there's not an equal give and take in a family situation or in the foundation of someone's home, then I feel like things are going to be a little shaky here. There's something about the Three of Cups here. Could be family, could be friends. All right. Someone here feels a bit burdened. And if that person feels burdened, it's going to be very well seen. Okay. You're going to see that person acting a little bit bitchy or being straightforward. Well, what does they have to say? This is going to be communication with the Queen of Swords. All right, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. Two females specifically, water sign, air sign. And I'm also seeing Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. One person is focusing on passion, desire, sex. The other person could be focusing in on love, compassion, and nurturing. There's a big difference here in between these two energies. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but something's going to be brought to the light and where there needs to be some sort of balance and or reciprocity here. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be about money. I feel like it's the energy exchange. Okay, let's see what's going on. I feel like I need to go right back into the Answer Oracle. I'm being told to pull 7 cards here for the 7-7 portal for the next 7 days. So we'll do that before we go. I heard bonus message as well. I don't know what that means, but we'll see what comes out. Ten of Pentacles. Everything looks fine, or it feels fine at least. I'm seeing Mercury, Virgo. I don't know if that resonates with anybody's placement, but long-term stability, happy family, happy home. You kind of have everything you need. You got the pets, you got the kids, you got the dogs, you got the mother figure, father figure together. It looks like the business is doing great. Take what resonates. All right. But I'm hearing like bonus. I don't know what that means. All right, I got secrets here. The seed is here, determination here, and surprise. All right, somebody could be surprised that whatever seed you planted actually ends up being or leading to something long-term. All right, this may have been something that you've been trying to disguise to the world. Obviously, you've shown your potential. It feels like something that you can put your energy into. You want to go all out with. You have a belief that it's going to have a victory here. And unexpectedly, it could be something that goes beyond your imagination. All right, so Ten of Pentacles looks like you've planted your seeds. You've continued to stay determined with something. You'll be surprised how much something actually works out. I would imagine that this is something that you want to keep a secret from others because you're not sure where it's going to go. Okay, so that's why I heard bonus message. This doesn't resonate with the reading that we just did. So let's just move into this energy real quick. I'm seeing 9 to the 10 of Pentacles. If you're not completely there just yet, you will be. Don't stop. Remain determined. All right. So it could be that you're going through some sort of struggle right now, but you're actually nurturing with the seed that you've already planted. And it's like, surprise, you'll be, shocked and where actually things take a turn for the better. All right. Let's see. I'm also getting side note. Somebody could be pregnant here. Surprise pregnancy with a seed. All right. So if you've been trying to keep someone or something a secret, careful, because I see heavy Virgo. All right, so I don't know if it's that by Virgo season it pops up like surprise you're pregnant. Side note. All right. Just saying. I see the little egg here, and it's like it's about to crack. Okay. What else? What else? I got the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Pentacles here. If someone's been overthinking a situation that you do for work and how it's been so burdened and like not working out for you, I feel like it's because destiny is about to change. The Wheel of Fortune to the 8 of Pentacles. You should be looking for something new to do for work. I see the 10 of Wands and the 10 of for something actually may not be working out for you. The Sun card, you'll be shocked what's on the other side. Okay. King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, masculine energy. For whatever reason is here, or those placements in your chart could be of significance. All right, let's see. I got 10, 10, 10. That's a big ending portal. Actually, 10, 10, 10, 10. 10 of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune is the number 10. 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. That's a big ending. Huge ending. All right. It's calling for a brand new beginning. Or if it hasn't happened already, you're fairly close to it. I feel like spirit is calling you to detach from a certain energy. It's calling your passion elsewhere. Why is that? You haven't gained perspective about this yet. I'm seeing Pisces and Virgo in opposition and where the South and the North nodes are right now. So there's a lot of reflection happening here. And I see why reflection kept coming through in that deck there. A lot of us hasn't been open to accepting the changes that are meant to happen. All right. Confessing what needs to be said. Praying. And or repenting in things or situations that we've been trying to keep a secret. Okay. So it's kind of leading me right back into this reading that we were just doing. It could be conflicting having to deal with past situations as well. I see the 5 of Wands with the 6 of Cups. There could still be nostalgic memories about someone from the past and having a difficult time releasing that person or not being able to clearly understand what it is that you feel or think about that person. There could be still a lot of gossip here about this as well. Yeah, this could be a past lover. Okay. 2 of Wands. You might be going on a new path here. Possibly with a Libra. Justice being here. I'm seeing Jupiter in Libra. All right, Spirit was very clear. There could be others that are going on a path, let's just say, like going through marriage counseling. All right, Libra's energy has all to do with relationships, partnerships, contracts, anything that you're bonded to or contracted to. All right, something has to be healed there. And it looks like it's more so in the love department, okay? You'll be very successful if you choose to do that. So this would be like family therapy or relationship therapy. There, again, I'm getting side note stuff here. So take what resonates. I feel things having to do with work. If that's not working, a shifting of the jobs, whatever the detachment is from whatever is toxic around you, you having a different passion, the opposition is going to be where you have to make a decision. And if it involves love, you're going down a brand new path. And if you're choosing to bring something into balance, there's a lot of healing, marriage counseling, and or any type of partner counseling that needs to take place. If you do that, it will be very successful. Page of Pentacles. I feel like there's still talk about it, going back and forth about it, whether this person actually wants to invest. I'm seeing a lot of 7 all of a sudden. I've seen the Chariot come out with the 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands. If you go in that direction, it'll be a lot more positive. Yeah, you'll feel more grounded coming out of that situation there. Queen of Pentacles. Could be happening by Virgo season. That's the next time the sun is going to be shining in an earth sign, and or we're going to be seeing it while the moon moves into Capricorn, which the month of July we have a full moon in Capricorn happening on the 10th. Today is the 7th, so in the next 3 days. All right, just giving you guys time frames. Take what resonates. 4 of Cups, something about the moon in Cancer in opposition to Capricorn's energy, which nothing is really much there at this time. All right, there could be this energy of feeling neglected, rejected, feeling like missed opportunities, all up in your feelings. What is this all about? If you're not confident right now and feeling more so balanced and healing, you're probably going to be in this energy of feeling kind of like left out in the cold. Emotionally though, okay? I feel like those that are more confident are in the spotlight right now. You'll be doing fine, okay? You'll be feeling pretty much up in the air with having to awaken to the next state of whatever your ascension is, okay? Yeah, protecting your energy, protecting yourself from those that would try to attack you, all right? Yeah, emotionally and physically more so moving forward. Now, this past person keeps coming out. I don't know why they're here. I'm not sure what's going on. What's going on with this past person? I feel like this is the person that doesn't want to let you go. That's a narcissistic lover. Leave them the fuck alone. Yeah, they're just deceptive. They're strategizing on how to come back. They could see that you're in your zen mode right now and you're just not beat. Okay? They want to communicate. They want to talk. They want to see what's going on. That's what it feels like. Okay? I'm going to pull a card on that person. I want to know what the hell is the answer to that person. What you're supposed to do with that person. I don't know. This person could have a specific anniversary coming up. I don't know if it's a birthday, if it's a day that you met this person. I don't know. Again, whenever you started dealing with this person, you were supposed to be reflecting here. Confessing something to this person. If they have not confessed or you have not confessed to this person, it kind of feels like, yeah, they get fucking rejected. Period. Alright? I don't know. They feel empty without you. That's what's coming up. Alright, you guys, let's see what's going on. So I feel like, I don't know if someone gave you a time limit to make some sort of confession or repent. Alright? If not, you were going to reject them. And I don't think they get the point. Like, you don't want anything to do with this person. You've already evolved to the next stage. That's what I'm saying. It's a brand new beginning for you. Alright? You've gone through some sort of transformation here. You're all right, so that's what I feel like. You're already on the next stage to this situation here. You're not moving forward with this person, all right? If you have confessed, if you made your, your mind up, you've prayed, understanding that you're on to the next chapter, I don't see what's stopping you here. But this person could not be willing to let you go. Something about it. You know your worth now, all right? You're shifting with grace and you're choosing to go down a specific path where you look more so like you could do this solo dolo, all right? There's something here about complying with rules and regulations, all right? With something here having to do, I don't know, this countryside card kind of like gives me this energy of like you relocating somewhere, okay? So if you're moving and more flexible with what the energy is like, I feel like it's because this is the path you're supposed to be on, all right? Some sort of destruction, upheaval may have taken place, sudden disaster, and then as soon as that happened, it was like things were actually going to speed up for you. Okay. Yeah, and this person that's coming back around is like, it will be a risk you taking, all right, either chasing this person, and the only reason they're coming after you is because they feel lonely. That's what I feel this is. If they're running after you, it's like they're going to take a risk because they feel lonely. That's all it is. Okay. All right, you guys, let's see what else. So just this energy, this whole overall reading just gives me huge change, huge endings, and I feel like it was getting us ready with that Uranus and Taurus closing at the 29th degree, getting us ready for this Uranus and Gemini stepping in right now. Today specifically, I think it happened around 5:34 a.m. You would have felt the energy, the huge shift. All right, yeah, there's a huge difference in the road that you're going down, your future, your destiny, the choices that you've made. Huge difference. All right, and I feel like those that are you're around, that you're caring for, or those that are assisting you and or supporting you and or accompanying you, it's because either you're supposed to be there to teach them a lesson, or you're there to, understand the lessons that you've been taught. Okay. There could be a letter coming through, text message, invitation, a note or something, so pay attention. Look out for signs and synchronicities anytime I see that. It looks like you may yield to this message, all right? It looks like it's going to come through with the energy of force, but I feel like you're being in this energy of the need to surrender and accept something that's uncontrollable, almost, okay? That's what it feels like, at least. All right, let me get a couple more spreads out here and we're going to move on. Who do I have? I see Cancer and Sagittarius. I see Gemini. I see a little bit of Aries in here, Libra. All right. We got Jupiter's energy out here. So I feel like Jupiter is meant to bring in opportunities right now. Abundance, prosperity. Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Contessa. Thanks, Brenda. Side note, somebody could be trying to force you to do something that you don't want to do. Okay. I feel like the energy overall has been where if you feel that you are self-sabotaging, it could be because of this other energy trying to force you to do something that you don't want to do. So I don't know what's the message with that, but I do feel that that is in the energy overall. All right, being in this energy of, again, just surrender and accepting what is. You do have the ability to make choices is what I want to say. Okay, so never feel like someone is forcing you to do something you don't want to do. Let's just put that out there. Okay. Now, it looks like Spirit wants to speak about dating, connections in love and romance. What about it? All right. Courage. We have here bravery, adventure, fatal, and brilliance. All right. Somebody feels threatened for whatever reason. I don't know if it has to be some sort of feud that happened. It feels like you have some sort of natural enemy. This could be someone putting you in competition in love. I don't like that. I'm seeing things speeding up. All right. So if it feels that your dating life is speeding up fairly quickly, be courageous enough, all right, to understand what this person is trying to do. It looks like they're trying to come through as a threat, or your romantic life feels threatened at this time by some sort of natural enemy. This could be someone that's coming after your relationship, that someone doesn't like the fact that you are happy and in love. All right, I'm seeing love at the bottom of the deck. It says appreciation, fondness, respect, and trust. Interesting. If your person feels like a threat in your relationship, get the fuck away from them. Okay? Something like that. Let's see. Be careful of deception right now, you guys. A lot of betrayals happening. A lot of two-faced people. People wearing masks. All right? Again, Mercury is in its pre-shadow phase. Neptune. An illusion when it comes to the emotional state. It's a water sign. Pisces it rules, right? Where you want love and you imagine to have everything that you desire, and it just actually doesn't come through that way. If your person doesn't show you compassion, all right, if it doesn't feel real, it's because it is fake. Let's see. Two of Swords. Moon and Libra. A lot of relationships that are coming together right now emotionally, this person just wants a companion. That's the fastest way to get through something. All right. So that could be this person's addiction, is I just want a compassion, you know, a companion. I just want a companion that I can be compassionate with. All right. Things actually move fairly quickly, and then it quickly ends. You don't want to get yourself involved in situations like that, because it's going to start fucking with the you know, the track that you're on right now with heading towards your future. All right. Let's see. Now, for those that have dealt with that type of person, it looks like that shit's going to close out real quick. I keep seeing Scorpio and Taurus in opposition. I feel like resources are going to be a big deal in connection to romantic situations at this time as well. All right. If your person isn't abundant and they don't fucking have it all right now, they're probably putting a boundary up with you at this point. Happened to me. Just saying. Okay. Happened to me. You know I share my shit. I don't mind. All right. So let's see. That person could be trying to keep that as an illusion to see how brave you are if you're going to continue moving forward with this relationship. Is it actually going to be achievable for you to stay with them long term? Be careful you're not being tested by your person. I don't like that either. I feel like I'm on point with that. Somebody's trying to see whether you want to be with this person long term or if it's only about sex. Is the passion, is the desire there? All right. Are you fully attracted to your person continuously? Something about that. If this is a creative project that you don't want to get rid of, all right, why do you feel that somebody's coming for you? Because it feels like a threat. Your person actually might choose to put you in isolation for whatever reason. all right, to see if you are in this Empress energy. Could be masculine, could be feminine, doesn't matter, it's just energy. All right, if you are focusing on starting something creative, you're being put in hermit mode, meaning you're in isolation. All right, so that you can focus on your creativity. Where your heart space is calling you right now could be very significant. So follow what you feel, all right, what your gut feeling is telling you. I don't know, it's like brand new beginnings. I see it. It's like brand new beginnings 3 times. Empress is creation, Ace of Cups, brand new. Uranus being now in the sign of Gemini, the Fool card, you're starting a brand new chapter here. All right, I feel like Spirit is pretty much repeating messages overall, whether it's work, if it has to do anything with your family, if it has anything to do with your love life. All right, even just brand new connections in love. Maybe you are being told to go out there and test the waters. Okay, it's crazy. Look at this. Spiritual balance as well. Spirit's like, don't forget spiritual balance. Okay, so for situations that you guys are dating and things are speaking up fairly quickly, you don't know where it's going. If it doesn't feel like, yeah, this has to do with love. If it doesn't feel that this is your soulmate, try not to invest too much. Have a little bit more patience where things will actually work out, balancing out, and you can focus on your healing. So that way you can move forward, all right? Feeling a little bit more emotionally happy rather than feeling stuck in something that you know isn't going to work out. If somebody's giving you a page, they ain't giving you shit, okay? If someone here is trying to come through and send you a message, all right, Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles to the Ten of Cups, is because this person truly, truly, truly has feelings for you. Let's just be clear, okay? They won't stop. But that could be a chapter that was closed out for you previously, okay? They want a new beginning and they like are dying for it. This person is like, I will wait because I feel like you are my soulmate. That's what this kind of gives me. Or you could be waiting to see if this person is actually your soulmate. You could be involved in a different situation right now. Because I do see someone you're dating and then someone that you love. Okay? I don't know what's going on there, but whatever. Yeah. What else? Somebody feels empty without you. This could be a person that doesn't know how to save. They spend a lot of money. All right, they don't know how to fucking comply with rules. They always want to be destructing shit. And they like, I want to come in and marry you. And you're just like, it might be lit with you, but I think I need to go purify my energy because motherfucker, you crazy and I'm going to escape real quick. Okay, that's what it's given. It's given that. So on the other end of, I guess, you running away from this person, they possibly feel lonely. And then they now want to cooperate and say, you know, I want to teamwork, you know what I'm saying? Wake up call. It's like, I'm going to lose my person if I don't make this other side of me disappear because I'm about to lose my shit without my person being here. Something like, this person feels like there's a deadline, okay? Like, I'm going to lose my person. They never met somebody like you. You could be very, you know, trustworthy. I don't know. All right, just trust the process. I don't understand. Let's see what's going on here. Whew. Contessa Brenda says, yes, you're on point, Jazz. Yes, you're on point, Jazz. Kissing some frogs, some fake ass frogs, they're gonna be like real quick, turn into something you didn't even expect. So careful. All right, focus on your health right now. Exercise, diet, sleep, mental relaxation, purify your energy, clean some shit up, organize your space, empty out your mind, give up on previous plans that you know it was just all fucking chatter. If somebody wants to exchange information, if they want to inquire about you, if there's something disclosed that, you know, that feels like some sort of unfinished business there, you might actually want to go talk to that person, even if it's about work, because there's a lot of abundance on the other side of that. Wealth, good luck, and blessings are on the other side of that. Okay, I don't know. Could have something to do with transportation, delivery, inheritances, something that was, I don't know. I hate saying the word escort because people will be like, "Ooh, you an escort?" No, that's not what that means. Okay, I'm just being clear. Something having to do with deliveries. This person is seeking you out. They feel there's been some sort of betrayal. All right, they feel that they are connected and or attracted to your wisdom, your experiences. They feel like you have a sense of authority. All right, I don't know. It's whatever it is that you're telling a story about. They kind of feel like they have to protect you, defend you, guard you. All right, this could be someone that's still connected to your energy. They want to send you a letter. They want to send you a message. Wait on that. That person's coming during Mercury retrograde phase, and that is happening. 1 second. She said, not the frogs. By the way, you guys, Mercury is retrograding in the sign of Leo. Leo has all to do with your past lovers, all right? Leo is also in connection to children, okay? This has a lot to do with, let me just read this through. Pleasure, love, creativity, self-expression, children, hobbies, artistic talents, whether it be music, theater, dance, poetry, whatever. All right, it speaks about excitement, happiness through leisure, sports, vacations, romance, love, passion, joy, contentment. All right, the conception of children, pregnancy, and or birth, especially if it's your first child. So be careful, okay, with situations that are going to be happening with Mercury in retrograde in the sign of Leo, which again, we're only in the pre-shadow period. It's actually going to be taking place on July 18th, and it will be retrograding up until it goes direct on August 11th. And then we have a post-shadow phase that is ending by August the 25th, okay? So if you are focusing right now on moving out of one situation and you're like, I'm on this healthy journey here, I'm exercising, I'm relaxing my mind, there's somebody seeking you out. This is someone that betrayed you in the past and they are connected to your wisdom, to your experience. This could have been someone you gave up on the past, but they want to speak. They want to exchange information. They feel like they need to defend you, protect you, all right, from whatever it is that's happening. They're trying to send you out this message. And on the other side of that, there's a lot of prosperity and abundance with this person. It is your choice whether you want to deal with this person or not. Okay? Who is this person? I don't know. Any other messages here? Ooh, Spirit said, ignore that person. Focus on your ambition. All right, because they're trying to manipulate you. Very clear. Very, very clear. Ignore that ignore that pocus. I don't know why I was about to say that. All right. This is someone you've detoxed from. This is someone that overlooked you. This is someone that you were not this person's focus. Period. Okay. They are trying to come in and block your blessings. All right. All of the abundance that you have coming in your way. The energy that you are in right now in balance and where you're persevering. And it looks like they're just trying to come in and use you and change something and where it arranges better for them and worse for you. They will come in and manipulate you. Okay. It's a strategy. They're going to use your ass and throw your ass in the trash real quick. That's what it's saying. Okay? Whew. They want something from you. Whether if it's for work, they just want you because of your skill. If it's in love, it's because they like your dick or your pussy. Let's be clear, right? If it is something that they need you to do, is for a favor and then they don't need you no more. Just saying, okay? Let's be clear. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling, like a hocus pocus type of energy. What the fuck? Like, I came back in the room and somebody's attracted to juicy boobs, so let's stay away from them people, okay? Like, what's going on? Yeah, this is somebody that tried to hide from you, conceal something from you. It looks like they misled you in some sort of way. They were cheating on you, something like that. This motherfucker right here is a piece of shit. And that bitch feel like they got 9 lives or something, okay? Just saying, like, you don't get 9 lives, at all. Not at all. It's in this fucking dream. In their dream, they can have you, okay? Something like that. Okay, let's move on. Whew, jeez. I don't understand. I don't understand. All right. It feels a little toxic. I'm going to be honest. A little toxic. All right. I think we've been going pretty long. Let's do a closing message, you guys. And we're going to get out of here. The cat looked geeked up. I'm done. That's crazy. The cat looked geeked up. It feels like there's a portal that's not closed out yet. But this is the portal. Like 7-7 portal is big deal, right? 7 number 1 has a lot to do with the South Node energy. In numerology, right? It has a lot to do with spirituality as well. So, and where Spirit kept saying, all right, baby. So this is someone that I feel is like obviously going to stop you on your path. If it has anything to do with your past person or karmic challenge you were supposed to learn, I feel like all the 7s is meant to lead you to the next step, which is an 8. And 8 means that there's balance there. If you notice the number 8, it sits on his ass, right? Like something it's like what goes around comes around type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? So, and Saturn is actually associated to the number 8 in numerology. So Saturn going in retrograde is like, oh, you didn't learn that lesson. You didn't, you know, restrict yourself from that person. You didn't discipline yourself in where we were telling you to discipline yourself. Now it's going to create a tower, right? It's like you're going to have to be restricted from something pretty much in order for you to learn your lesson. That's all. All right, let's see what's going on. So yeah, all this retrograde phase, you guys, right now we got Pluto in retrograde, which I also wanted to read that out to you guys because it actually, I believe it was today that it stepped into that 3rd degree mark and where we were first at the 4th degree mark. So we were in this heavy ass like spiritual focus with Pluto in Aquarius, and then it started to retrograde back. When it retrograded back, it speaks now in the Sabian symbol, a deserter from the Navy, and it says, refusal to accept the unacceptable. It says, certain of society's constraints and requirements are simply inappropriate for us, and we cannot and must not comply. This is refusing to comply with an inappropriate authority, and whatever can endure on the inner planes withstands all that comes. This ability to face life head on and meeting all things without buckling under is earned and not gifted. It inevitably requires that the individual must go against society and its norms and rules in order to find their own unique true path. So if you don't know what true path you're supposed to be on, and mind you, Pluto having to do where it rules over transformation, which is Scorpio's energy, of course you're going to be all up in your feelings. Of course you're going to be wanting to express yourself and be in the rebellion and you know what I mean? Wanting to express discontent with authority. But it has to do with you having to find your own true path, so it's going to feel more difficult. Okay? So that's what that energy is all about. It speaks about defiance. It says, unless we create our own loyalties, the future appears shallow and pointless. Interesting. All right, let's see. 5 of Pentacles, the judgment here. People could be judging you, all right, after dealing with a lot of difficulty. 5 of Pentacles is a very lacking type of energy, whether it feels that you lack perseverance and drive and ambition, whether it has that you lack resources, or if it feels that you lack confidence, okay, overall, for you to get up and do something, it's because this energy around you, I feel like people are judging you, okay? Judgment meaning you need to go to the next level with something, all right? It is Pluto's energy. So Pluto will come and destruct some shit so that you can ascend to the next level, even if it feels uncomfortable. And it could very much start with your emotional state first, okay? This could be something that you didn't see coming with the moon card being there. It could feel like that you have a lot of hidden enemies around you, all right? Or that you need to emotionally gain perspective about what direction you want to go in. If it feels deceptive, if it feels like you need to have a boundary up with someone to protect your energy because you are in lack right now, that's going to give you the drive to want to do better, okay? That's what I feel this is happening, and why things are like restrictions are being put on, or a lot of structure, or feeling like, you know, inappropriate authority is happening right now. Now, you might just run into a rebellion and you might just feel like, why the fuck am I going through this? And I don't, you know what I mean? I can control, you can't control shit. You can't control shit. Not with Pluto and Saturn and Neptune and Mercury being all in retrograde at the same damn time. Go ahead and try. All right? Because you cannot control what is going to happen. Pluto destructing, Saturn disciplining, Mercury is returning, all right, and having you review contracts and things like that, and conversations that need to be had, all right? And then on top of that, who else is retrograding right now? I know we have still some asteroids that are retrograding. I'm not sure. Let me just take a look because I want to be sure I lead you guys in the right direction. Pallas is retrograding still in the sign of Aquarius. So not only is Pluto retrograding in Aquarius, but Pallas being the one that's given wisdom and knowledge, is like you have to learn that lesson there. All right. Welcome, Ensign. You have to learn that lesson. All right. Let's see. So I feel like it's fucking with you emotionally overall first. If you've had some sort of achievement in the past and you're being forced to a brand new beginning, you'll feel better off really taking action and doing whatever it is that gives you a sense of passion. All right. So this could be like a brand new project. Maybe you need a little lust in your life. I don't know what it is. As soon as you emotionally withdraw from one thing, you're going to automatically be ready for the next thing. That's what it feels like. This is a Saturn and Pisces energy. All right. It feels like in love. All right. So if you feel like something's lacking there, there's nothing there, there's no more investment. All right. You feel left out in the cold from your person. It's hard to get to your person. You're not ascending. Then you're being drawn to go into something new that brings in that energy that you need to keep you motivated. Spirit's giving me a song, but I'm not going to sing it because a lot of you don't know it. I feel like you're being tested right now on how well you do with closing out cycles and remaining concentrated all right, on the situation at hand, especially when it involves stability, security, long term, all right? And it could be like you're being watched. That's what I feel, all right? Like you're being watched. What are you going to do next? You should be looking for soulmate connection, and or you're moving forward in the energy of independence. And everybody's not on the same path. That's why I have to give both messages, all right? Because it's not going to be this Ace of Wands doesn't necessarily mean you're about to go fuck the next person, because that definitely can mean that. Could be a lot of passion. You want to go have sex. Others are like, oh wait, I have a passion in which this is my creativity. I'm going to take off with this, okay? So take it as it resonates. I feel like you've had some sort of achievement already where you feel like it's the next step. You're ready for it. This is going to be something you do long term. And you have people watching you. Looks like you're doing great. Whatever you're doing, okay? Whatever you're doing great. You're on the right path here. Two of Wands. You have a plan. You're overcoming heartbreak. Three of Swords. All right, you've done your reflection work, hermit mode. You've done that isolation period. And it looks like you're opening your heart back up to whatever feels right. Ace of Pentacles. Like this is your opportunity, okay? All right, you guys, I love y'all. I hope you all resonated with the reading in some sort of way. If you have, please hit the like button on your way out. And I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one. Rugrats, hello and goodbye. Love you guys. Bye.